Hello, hello. Felix, welcome. Doing good today, doing good, thank you. I've been sitting like this the whole day, but even without you. Just drawing. Crazy productive. It's absurd how much better it is if you're just willing to face a little bit of discomfort. Mm. Tell you, man, I've been going in town with no apple pies, no Hearthstone, no YouTube, like whatsoever. I'm gonna be unstoppable soon. Somebody hold me. Oh, you'd be memeing better. I actually stand by it, man. It's a huge difference. You can be memeing all you want, but here we are. I'm trying to make a change in my life this way. Well, you're not gonna be able to get into it if you try, right? And also, if you're incapable of getting into it, that means that you definitely need to just like brute force it. There's no other way. There would not be like that moment where it's like, oh yeah, now it's easy for me to do it. No, it's either hard or you get used to it. You know what I'm thinking, man? Like, that's kind of how life is supposed to be. Like it's supposed to be boring, no? Don't you think so? And I think that's the main problem. Like, I'm having too much fun. The stuff that I'm doing, that's too much fun. Fucking listening to YouTube videos 24/7 while drawing, that's too much fun. And also, if I am to do something that is a little bit less fun, I'm just gonna be procrastinating forever on doing it. And potentially will never do it. So, fuck that, right? Yeah, 100%. I mean, for me, it got really bad since I started doing art and like sitting at home and working from home. Then this is when it really went downhill for me. It was pretty bad beforehand with just socials and my phone, but then like just being home 24/7, it has gotten real fucking bad. The thing is, you don't really notice it until you need it, until you need to be able to like focus and stuff. And I was able to even like power through it, sort of, you know, even while being unfocused, I would like be productive. But then it got to a point where it's just it's not fun to live this way. So it feels like you're escaping for your life, you know? I fucking hate that. It's like, you know, like if sitting at home and doing art for a living, if that's a boring life, well, it's just the way it is, right? Darnie, hello, hello. Must have had 100 variants of that helmet. Who? Who must have had that? Stuck on that trap earlier this year. Earlier this year, oh then. And it's kind of like I just don't want to, even if it's boring, like, I don't want to skip through it. Let me just sit through the boredom and feel all of it. Embracing the boredom. Let's fucking go. Let's go, boys. Oh yeah, dude, it's so easy if you don't pay attention. If you just let it loose for a little bit, oh my god. It gets it gets bad pretty fast. I don't know, have you been gaming? How has midnight been for you so far? It's kind of like nothing to do now. I don't know, I feel like I even kind of regret the early access even. Uh, you're playing as you speak, nice. Do you find like there's lots to, like I've kind of done everything on my main, and I've leveled an old, and I'm leveling the third guy, but it's just like, yeah, well, I guess it's just leveling, right? There's literally kind of nothing to do. I mean, you do M0s, but like M0s don't even, there's actually no point to even doing them. Did play a crap ton? I wouldn't call it a crap ton, dude. Compared to what I used to do, it's a joke. Trust me. You don't know what a crap ton is. Yeah, well, I'm playing at night, right? I stop work at like evening, at like 9 p.m. Then I go to the gym, and then after the gym, I usually just rest and play a while. I actually did a little bit of arting even after that yesterday, but Um, like in my delve and taking time on side quests, there's a lot of new stuff if you take your time with it. I haven't done the delve, but I've done all the side quests on main, and like I've done them so many times again on my alt. I actually, you know what I noticed, Arnie? That's like an interesting thing. Um, so you know how like people claim that some quests are like just like, oh, those are so amazing. Like you might even yourself have like those memories of doing quests back in the day and thinking like, oh damn, there was something special to them, right? Like for me, it's Warlords of Draenor. Like I pretty much know every single quest there is in like a few zones because I've done them so many times. And I was thinking like, why were they so good? Or like, because like these quests in Midnight, they're also pretty freaking good. So like, why do I feel like those were better back then? And then it kind of struck me that it's not even like the quests themselves. It's just like if you've done them 100 times, like throughout your life, like throughout, I don't know, last decade, you've been like coming back and doing them once in a while, they would like hold a special place in your heart, you know? No matter how good or bad they are. And now I'm just thinking like that maybe if I go in Midnight, let's say, and I level alt and I do like the same, like if let's say the campaign or let's say the side quest, like if I just pick one of those things and I just do it over and over again, like 20 times, then I bet I will love it, you know? Like I bet I will actually just it's kind of like with music. Like if you listen to the same song like 7 times in a row, you just kind of start liking it no matter what the fuck the song is, you know? Wouldn't even redo all the quests on all. Sounds boring. It does sound boring, dude, but then like if you do it and if you allow yourself to get bored with it too, it's just kind of like you start to remember all the quests, you start to remember the patterns, like where the mobs are. It's just it becomes like kind of like home to you, you know? Also, like doesn't help that it's like the best way to level ults right now. Like not like the best, but other ways are just like not really as good as they used to be in other expansions. So like no, dude, I actually think that's it, you know? The video games too, like allowing yourself to get bored, dude. Or not bored. Well, yeah, I guess bored. Or like, what do you think it should be like stimulating all the time? I actually think it's like super healthy for you to not be like hyper stimulated 24/7. I think it's very good for you. Better to not play games then? No, what if you want to? Wait, what's this? Oh shit. What if you want to play it though? Even if it's like somewhat boring, it's still you know, it's like an activity that you want to do. It doesn't have to be like fucking hyper stimulating. And if you don't, you don't. If you find it like boring, so like it's you can still enjoy it if it's boring, dude. You know, it's like difficult to explain maybe, but like there is some like peace in it. And that's kind of like a thing that I've noticed for myself with WoW. It feels safe. Like it's That's why like abandoning WoW for me feels like so unpleasant, because I know that no matter fucking happens in my life, WoW is there for me, you know? It might sound strange, but I guess that's like what people have you got as well. You know, that's why like it's like comforting to have faith, because it's like, well, if like if my parents will die and my partner gonna abandon me, I have God still, right? And that's kind of like that I have with WoW. I'm thinking like if my career falls apart and I'm gonna be like fucking working as like a, I'm gonna be left alone and gonna be working at some like, I don't know, fucking picking up garbage, right? I'm gonna still be able to come back home and play WoW. And that's like, it's very comforting. Hello, Painter. Busy schedule this past week. Yeah, I have NDA work that I cannot stream that I'm working on daily, so even today I did like, I don't know how many, like 3.5 hours work on it, and then decided to take a break on it and do a commission. Taking break on work with more work. Would you like that, huh? Doesn't that sound wonderful? But it's different kind of work though. A lot of love for every old quest. It's time you take to finish them. If you blitz through them super fast, you know, let brief, your interaction's so brief, you don't have time to connect with anything you're saying. It's why people still love classic quest chains that make an hour to finish. 100%, 100%. That's kind of backs up what I said, right? %. That's why like I'm intentionally trying to do same side quests while like doing my alts. Didn't sell. Hello, hello. Hey, we're doing good. Doing good, Artin. Grinding our commissions. What about ya? Yeah, Darwin, 100% agree. 100% agree with you. Doesn't matter. And in a way, it's like that's where the boredom shit comes in as well. It's like you almost like want to feel bored to actually like dig deeper into those quests, because again, like they just kind of, if they're not stimulating you enough, it's just, it's not that because they're not fun enough, it's because like you're looking for too much stimulation from them. And if you just allow yourself to like chill, calm down, and then like reinvest time in them again, like kind of there might be enough shit in them to have you like interested. What are your favorite ones? I started to actually redo the campaign on my mage just to level to kind of see what it's like. Cause I just did it one on my main. But I want to see it's gonna feel like redoing it. Maybe not the whole thing. Do you think there is also like a thing that like there is a little bit too much of them though? You know what I mean? Taking break from streaming to work, streaming work to do more offline work is kind of funny. What's funny about it? I just cannot stream it, dude. I've signed a contract that I'm not gonna share anything about the project. Frank, hello, hello. Didn't expect stream today. Yeah, I didn't plan on streaming either. But I've done a lot of work on the card, and then I was like, ah, you know, might as well just show up and do the missions that I have, especially if like, well, not all the commissions. I'm actually like I'm really enjoying these quick commissions, but the full replays though, dude, that's kind of like been getting a toll on me. You really gotta put effort into that one. River, hello, hello, sunshine. Then you can accept new ones. Yes, indeed. We're gonna see there. Like we might have quite a few exciting projects to work on. Clear. Hello, hello. Yeah, doing well, my man. Thank you. I was working all day on the contract work and decided to take a break from it with a little bit of commission grind. Yeah, absolutely pumping, actually. Not even exaggerating. Like, kind of being quite productive when it comes to art recently. We're gonna finish this bad boy today. I think he's looking pretty good already. But next up, dudes, I'm even scared of opening this file, but damn. Yeah, this. Oh no, where all the people at? Let me repopulate this place. Where are they fucking at? Let's invite all the guests. Wait. There they are, they were hiding. That's everybody, I assume, right? Yeah, but... Goddamn. It starts taking a while. Good thing we started to address it though, that's kind of what I'm happy about. Like, I have enough determination right now to, like, really attack it and finish it up. Not organizing your layers? What do you mean not organizing them? How should I organize them? What do you mean? Color coding. Dude, I swear that's what girls would do. 100%. If you're like a girl artist, maybe even like a beginner girl artist, that's what you're gonna do. You'll be color coding your layers. You're gonna be even like color coding without like before you even put something down on the canvas. I'm getting anxiety from just looking at this. Maybe that's what I tried. Like that, those are the emotions that I was trying to convey through that art. I was trying to make you anxious. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, it's a lot. But hey, dude, I took on that work myself, and I want to finish it. I want to finish it well. I don't want to like fucking half-ass it or anything. I want to finish it and I want to be proud of it. That's what we're doing. You color code to nuclear? God bless. I mean, dude, listen. If I said that that's what girls would do, it doesn't mean that it's bad, right? I mean, hell, some guys do things that girls do. Like, pee while sitting. Maybe also, yeah, probably also pee while sitting if you color code your layers, but I'm not gonna judge you, dude. You pee however you want, right? This stream will love everybody. As long as you're subscribed. You're a welcomed person in the stream. No, interestingly enough, silence off stream, like no music. No music off stream feels louder than on the stream. That's an interesting observation. Like, what the hell does that even mean? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what that means. I feel like my mind is just louder. I don't even want to say it because it makes me sound like like a crazy person, but with no music, it's almost like my mind plays its own music. I'm not even kidding. I have like some kind of like just random songs playing in my head. I wonder if that's because like maybe I'm used to like absurd amount of just fucking noise all the time, and like my mind's like making up for it, or am I actually like crazy? Break from the WoW play. I just want break from like all the noise altogether, to be honest. Yeah, crazy. I was crazy exactly, dude. They put me in a room. Or if it's never gonna stop. I hope so, nuclear. I hope it doesn't affect the quality negatively, but whatever. Either way, it is what it is. Oh yeah, dude. Of course, your art style would change 100%. If you study a particular artist for a while, like that's inevitable. That's kind of like why you do that. Well, it's kind of like the whole point. uh, fell asleep whenever I woke up at 12 p.m. Do I try to wake her up? Like, there's no kind of no reason, right? I already had breakfast, made it myself, but I'm just wondering, like, maybe there is like a maybe an attempt to like save her schedule somehow. If I wake her up right now at what is it, nearly 6 p.m. Would she want that? I don't know. I'm still a Clip Studio Paint hater. What the hell? Why, dude? Out of nowhere. What's wrong with Clip Studio? What didn't you like about it so much? I like the way you said it, like you were like a known Clip Studio hater. Hello, Vin. How to check your commission share? It's not available currently. I'm closed for commissions. I'll, like redo it whenever I'm gonna open them again. Next time I open my commissions, I want to do like the card C website and everything. I want to make it look good. Put a little more effort into this time around. Big brush slow. Oh yeah, that really is annoying. However, how often are you using like the biggest scale of your brush though? I find that it's like that's only like first 30 minutes of the artwork and then just like you wouldn't notice. Clip Studio hater. God damn, man. Even of course you're welcome. Well, on the commission share that I used to have, it would just say like $420 for full illustration. This literally didn't say any. It literally didn't say anything else. So that was my price. Musician I really like. Turns out he died at 26 in 1992. Oh damn, who was that? Michael Jackson? Yeah, they say he was like a king of what is it, pop music or something? Words, hello, hello. Yataka Azeiki. Azeiki. What do you gotta do today at 26? I guess we already did better than him. Yeah, anytime you feel bad about yourself, just remember that somebody they literally died before already, you know, so you're not doing too bad. Massive influence, knowledgeable in music, and huge. Japanese music, like anime openings and stuff. Okay. Like Bluebird, did he write Bluebird? Yeah, quite an influential guy then. Imagine leaving your influence on something, on like culture at the age of 26. When am I gonna do that, huh? When is my influence coming? I guess when I'm gonna be 26. I don't think I'm turning 26 again anytime soon, so. Who knows though? Maybe it is whenever I'm gonna be 20, when I'm gonna be doing art for 26 years, and then I'm gonna discover or like develop like a unique art style that is gonna be like something absolutely groundbreaking. You know? I'm gonna figure out something that like painting with one eye closed is like gonna be like doing something to you, to your perception of reality. You're gonna be, oh, I'm gonna discover how to paint in 5 dimensions or like something. You never know, right? Just gotta keep digging. That of drug-related things that isn't certain, fun. Yeah, dude, I think if that's a musician and isn't that like what like 99% what musicians die of like drug overdoses? They thank God we started with visual art, right? Would have died by now if that was music. Didn't Bob Ross got like world famous whenever he died already, by the way? I think, right? He wasn't that famous beforehand. Dude, that would be so fucking upsetting. Imagine your talent only gets recognized after your death. Oh well. What's the point then? Think about that sometimes? Oh yeah, bro, I wouldn't really worry about that if I were you. Kidding, I'm kidding. Jeff Penny had 400 episodes. I doubt he was only fame afterwards. 400 episodes. Jesus Christ. God damn. Yeah, if that stuff was not successful. Would have been difficult to keep it going for so long. Jesus, 400 episodes. Maybe we should start there. But how would we name it? Not joy, the disgust of painting, the unpleasure of painting. Mm. Only fans drawing with only tie on or alright. Alright. Let's slow down there on turns words. Yeah, boys. Where is it? Pee break. Pee break. I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's go. We have a few more hours on this bad boy. Let's see what we can manage to do here. Well, you know, like actually coming back to what we were talking about, I think Bob Ross, I don't think he was like influential on the culture. He got famous, right? But I don't know, do you have a lot of like influence? I think those are different things. Being famous, you can be famous for not a good thing, but like influence on culture, that's like you gotta do something new, right? There gotta be novelty involved in it. Have you put an iron? Oh, gotcha, Felix. Of course, good night, friend. See ya tomorrow. See ya tomorrow. feel like the values are all over the place for the guy. Like they're kind of, yeah, they really are. Like I'm trying to, I like it actually in black and white. I like it way more. Like I am trying to respect local colors and values more, but I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm getting just tired of the grind today. of commissions. I think it's a lot. Maybe for this stream I've been working for like 4 hours or something. Just work on it maybe like 15 more minutes and then I don't know. Dude, I have so many commissions to finish. But I also just at some point I'm like, yeah, that's like I cannot force it anymore today, you know. I don't know what I should do. I have a personal piece that I started. Maybe I just do that. Maybe if it feels real bad, I just do that one. Oh wait, I also had a commission that is like fun to work on, right? I had this bad boy. Oh yeah, oh shit. I kind of wouldn't mind working on him right now. Yeah, we definitely ain't doing this today. This would be too much. Although I feel like the perspective fix that I did really made it better, so I ain't feeling too bad about this one right now. Yeah, this guy though, I like him, but I'm not sure if I just want to finish him today though, you know? Maybe just postpone this bad boy till tomorrow. Yeah, let's get this guy until tomorrow. And grind this guy for now. This is a big illustration commission, so like it's totally different energy that goes into this one. Like I'm just on a quick commission, I'm kind of like in the rush, right? I'm trying to get as many details in, trying to get as much done as I can possible in a short amount of time. This guy though, I'm approaching it from a different direction. I'm thinking of this guy as of like, right, I have like somewhat infinite amount of time. How can I get him to like the most polished state ever? How can I absolutely just kill it on the rendering on this one? And that approach is like so much different. And the result is gonna be so much different too, so I'm totally not in a rush. I'm just taking my time. So let's get to taking our time here. That feels so much better. You're just taking your time. Although sometimes you're also not in the mood for that either. So sometimes it feels nice to start a new art and to finish it rather faster. Don't waste your time on anything. So there's time and place. Hello, Vala. Bigger pack, do you think so? I don't know, I think he good. I think he good on the pack department. Dick Dick talk about age? No, really? What do you mean? Wait, what the hell is this exclamation mark age? I didn't even know who fucking made that comment. 49 years old? Oh my god. I'm indeed not 49 years old, dude. I don't know who made this. That is false. At least not yet, you know, and hopefully not anytime soon. No, we were talking like about people who got famous after they died, and that there was like some musician who was apparently very influential all on Japanese music, and he died at the age of 26. I feel like that's kind of dumb. Imagine dying at 26 because of drug overdose. You missed out on so much fun. They weren't smart enough to min-max the fun. They wanted it all at once. They just had to play the long game. That's what we were talking about. But I feel so much better working on this. I've got them. Sometimes working on certain pieces really puts you in the wrong mood. I don't even know why. That quick commission I was kind of jamming, dude. To be honest, recent quick commissions, I'm like, I like how they come out, but I don't like wipe as much with working on them just because I'm like really into like just driving my rendering right now. And obviously quick commissions don't really allow for as much of that. Although rendering on them has gotten better, but the process is still like, it's not about taking your time, right? It's about like rushing it a bit. Don't think about waiting to get the digital drugs. Oh yeah, you think they're gonna develop like some kind of well, I think they've already developed digital drugs. It's called social media. short-term content. Or short-form content? Short-form content, sorry. Well, apparently that guy died at 1992, so yeah, he didn't make it till TikTok. Yeah, might have a couple of commission, but teaching is draining my life away. Oh, seriously? What are you teaching? You teaching art? It's nice to take your time with commissions for sure. Dude, I'm taking this approach where like I listen to no music, to no videos, like literally I don't have a stream playing on a second monitor or anything. I'm just sitting and drawing. Like right now I'm talking to you, but before that, before the stream I was working on some NDA, like some work under NDA, so I couldn't stream it. It was just sitting in silence. Not gonna lie, it feels like this day has been going on forever, which I haven't felt in a while, and I'm fucking loving it. And it's so reassuring to feel that, because lately I've been feeling like life is just passing by so fast, but you just turn off all the distraction, just sit in fucking silence, and time gonna just like slowly pour like, I don't know, like fucking oil. College is not really good and put me in a design administration class, which is not my strong. Design administration. Wait, what the hell is that? Design admin, like, it's like the business side of designing, or like, I don't really understand what it is. You're a full-time teacher though. People really admire those. It seemed to be like a career that is revered in the public eyes, isn't it? That's what I've heard growing up, is like people really respect doctors, teachers, and that's about that. How to talk to client and managing your projects. I feel like that's BS subject, no? Don't mean to like, you know, for it to be. I mean, no offense to you, but it just like sounds like you just figured it out as you go, right? Like as long as you're a professional at your work, if you're a good artist like that, you gotta manage it somehow, right? And let's be honest, if you're like a very valuable member of the team, but you have no clue how to like, I don't know, people will accommodate for you, you know? Like if you're really like irreplaceable professional at what you do, even if you like mismanage it and whatever, people not gonna care as much. Or maybe like, I don't know exactly like the feel that you're talking about. It's it's kind of like what got mentioned earlier in the stream today, how like I don't manage my layers, I don't color code my layers, and that's like apparently makes people upset. It's just like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter if the painting's looking good. What matter do you like the color management of layers? Give up on the study plan. I'm teaching them about community and helping them with their project. Oh, sure. Taking matter in your own hands. That's nice. I loved back when I was in high school. I loved teachers who just taught you kind of like on their own. The study plans were always just such garbage, just like following the book. They were never good. There were just like a few teachers who were like kind of like teaching us stuff on like how they know it. Machi, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing, friend? What's going on? Yeah, dude, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing a Ligma detox approach where I'm sitting in silence and drawing, and I've been doing that for the whole day. Looking amazing. Feel much more productive and alive. I actually wonder, you know what? I want to ask that around. Like, do you usually do that? Like, do you if you're doing something, do you usually like listen to music, listen to stuff, listen to streams? Like, do you distract yourself from what you're doing? Or even like say, okay, let's take WoW. Whenever you play WoW much, do you listen to anything on like in the background sort of, or is it just the game in you? The NDA stuff is already bleeded? Nah, no, not yet. Not yet, but hey, it's only start of 2026, is it not? The NDA stuff is a new TCG game. Absurd, hello, hello. If I edit photos, I have either video, stream music in the background. But do you do that for a long time? Like, I don't know, an editing, photo editing session? Never played? Wow, big mistake, dude. You're missing out. Think about it, Coin. Every day that you're not playing WoW, you miss out on one day of playing WoW. And it only gets worse. Like, as time goes on, it's like more and more days you miss out on. Can sit in silence for the whole session, my brain will melt otherwise. I feel like it's the opposite, though, no? It's melting whenever you're like always putting in new info in. But whenever you don't have new info, it's just like it's not melting, it's something else. It's like bored and it's digesting the stuff that you have out loud in a way, you know? That's what I've noticed. But that's like kind of entertaining on its own. That's hearing nothing about the brush strokes. Yeah. For me so far, thoughts have been really loud. Like I'm just remembering random stuff. or thinking about things that I guess I haven't had time to think. But I just wonder, whenever this like initial thing will pass, it will probably be like just silence though, wouldn't it? Because I bet this like surge of like thoughts is due to me like not processing them like back at a time whenever they like first appeared. But I wonder if I'll process them all. What's gonna happen next then? What if it'll be just tranquility? You're gonna see. Gonna see. Need noise in the background, otherwise I get super hyperactive and try to distract myself. Yeah, but you fight that and you get better at fighting that though. Like exactly. That's literally what is happening. It's like your mind is looking for stimulus, but then you can resist that because like if you engage in that, like right, you engage in background noise, the craving for that only gets worse next time. So you need to satisfy it every time. And the interesting thing is like with WoW, for example, like I play. That's the same. Like, I used to always play WoW while like I would have like streams on other monitor and shit like that, or like other people play or like being voice with somebody. But if I just play WoW on my own, like I find that it's like actually like not as addictive as I thought it is. you know, it feels more like drawing. Like doing the same quest, fucking in pre-season third time on my third ult. I'm like, that's kind of like I kind of have to like put effort into making myself do this. Too deep in a rabbit hole. I can sympathize with that, dude. I can sympathize with that. But at some point, I just had to like years back. It was real bad. I was like fucking watching anime while drawing, and you can imagine none of those were like particularly productive. I was like, I was talking to people in voice chat while also watching a stream while also having my music play. And like I would like it would get real bad. But then whenever I started streaming, it's like it really started putting me in the place. Even if I have like music on the stream, it's still like not even as close as like hyper stimulating as kind of like sitting and listening to stuff. Do you want me to turn off the stream? Oh sure. It's like with art. Maybe I shouldn't like tell people that they can learn stuff on their own. Maybe I should just start selling my own art course, right? Esther, hello, hello. How are you doing today, friend? Do you like this rare over here? I kind of do. I kind of really do. That's why it's here, right? It's so saturated. I've been getting more and more used to like playing with saturation in my pieces, and I'm loving it. You can see I'm quite like hesitant to jump into it right away, but when I do, it's like I feel like it really adds a nice flavor to it. You know what I got an offer to paint cover for a music album, kind of commission like that. That sounds exciting, dude. I always wanted to do that. I kind of felt hesitant to reach out to artists that I like to offer a music album, right? I kind of wanted to do it for a while, to like reach out to like my favorite musicians and like offer them my services, but I always feel slimy doing that though. It's like, hey, would not commission me, by the way, or something, you know? That kind of feels bad. Although I know people have done that, and dude, I still fucking remember I was in that art Discord, and there was that guy who like he did really like he was really beginner artist. Like his art was like very beginner level. And then he told me that he got a commission for a few $1,000 to paint like to paint an art for a cover for an album. And then he got that by just like reaching out to them himself, which was wild to me. I always thought that it's like a little bit a little shady. Not shady, but like I don't know, dude. Especially when it comes to personal commissions, that's like considered being bad manners, you know. For you to reach out to people and be like, hey, you know, you wanna commission me? I feel like nobody really likes that. Right? But who knows? Maybe I should do that. Somebody paints those covers, right? Gonna get myself some tea, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Here we are. Got myself some tea. Let's get going with this bad boy. Let's get going. We absolutely love there. For this art, we have such a pretty much small scope of the piece. Like it's just the guy. It's not even the whole body. Right? The background is, I don't know, one of the simplest backgrounds I've painted in my entire life. And I can just focus on the details. Like, god damn. I feel like this art is like an opportunity that I don't think I've like ever had to render like as much as I can. Not like I haven't gotten other commissions, but it's just like there is kind of like so little to paint on this, and there's so the little that I have I can paint so well. Well, I feel like I have an opportunity to paint it so well. Of course, I can paint like I can kind of take that approach to every single art that I do, but not all of them are like not on all of them I can afford the time to put into them. But on this one though, hell yeah, it feels so good. So far, it's just 11 hours we've been working on this, which actually felt really fast though. I feel like it's been less, but I guess we have done 11 hours, huh? And it feels like there's so much more that I can render. I feel like I just haven't even really gotten into the rendering. It feels so nice. Just hope there would be like no that point that where I'm like, oh yeah, let's just change half of the piece. I hope that's not gonna happen here. You're doing great, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing, friend? What's up? You liking this so far, brother? Been really loving just like painting fog like this without like any kind of, how to say, I like painting it my way. Where like recently I used to like try to adopt someone else's style for it, and it really didn't fit, didn't click with me at all. But just doing it my way, I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's just like have hard edges, have soft edges, mostly soft edges, but it's just like so easy and like I love the result too. I also love how like I can detail it more. You're just kind of like zooming in and doing the same thing, but like on a smaller scale. Way too advanced for me to understand. What do you mean? It's just this little thingy in the background, bro. You see the red stuff? That's what I'm talking about. Like this arm is kind of like too close to the body though. That's one thing I. The elbow looks like it's a little like just kind of too close to the body. I'm not sure how to address it. I didn't like it from the start. Maybe it's about this thing. Maybe it's about the shoulder pad. It just like gives off the impression he's like tucked his elbow a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm scared. God bless. Yeah, I guess that's the downside of streaming without music. You don't know the volume you're sitting on. Alright, my dudes, probably gonna go for today. It's 8 p.m. and post my art on socials, and then gonna go to the gym probably. Okay, guys, it's been a good stream. Silent stream, one first of a kind for sure. At least for me. Gonna see if I can come back tomorrow or be just working off stream. Alright, team, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.